From monkey selfies and huge squids to alien-like sharks and insects, here are 15 of the most epic animals ever caught, in person or on camera. Number 15. FOSSA. When you look at this creature, you have to wonder about its species. Is it a dog? Is it a cat? Or what exactly? Experts say that even though the fossa has a snout that appears canine and a body that appears feline, they're closely related to mongooses and belong to that family. These nocturnal beasts are one of the few predators that are native to Madagascar. Adult specimens can measure around 19 pounds, 8.6 kilograms, and go about 6.5 feet or 2 meters long. Their tails make them extremely agile and can be nearly as long as their body. When they come out at night, they feed on birds and reptiles, but they have an especially strong appetite for lemurs, primates that are found only in Madagascar. Did you know that those primates comprise of more than half of the fossa's diet? Number 14. Largest living bovines. The gawa is found in Southeast Asia and the Indian subcontinent, where it's also known as the Indian bison. These are some huge, strong animals, with males weighing some 3,300 pounds, that's 1,500 kilos. Not only are these bovine beasts massive, but they can stand more than 7 feet tall, 220 centimeters as well. That serves to make them the tallest of wildlife cattle species. Thanks to that imposing size, these powerful critters have very few natural enemies. Only tigers and saltwater crocodiles have been known to take down a fully grown adult specimen. Number 13. Super spiders. Here's another creature on our list that calls Madagascar home. Darwin's bark spiders were first discovered there in 2009, and this species of orb weaver spider has become known for the engineering skills possessed by the tiny females. They can shoot strands of silk in continuous flows that form bridges across the water to catch insects like mayflies. The epic orb webs can measure about 6 feet wide, about 2 meters, while spanning some 80 feet or 24 meters long over rivers. That makes them the biggest spider webs in the world. Experts say that this spider's silk is stronger than steel, which allows it to remain stable over such a great distance, and the silk could potentially be one of the strongest biological materials in the world, even stronger than Kevlar. Number 12. St. Augustine monster. We'll take the Wayback Machine to the year 1896, when a huge unidentified carcass was washed ashore near St. Augustine, Florida. Initially thought to have been some sort of giant octopus, it was nothing so exotic. It was actually what we call today a globster, most often the remains of a whale. Analysis conducted in 1995 showed the St. Augustine monster was likely the remains of a sperm whale. Why include this old globster? Chalk it up to tradition. They always pop up on these lists. Number 11. The unicorn of the sea. Pyrosomes are colonial tunicates that are made up of hundreds of thousands of individual animals, called zooids. These free-floating colonies can assume a cylindrical shape and emit a blue-green bioluminescent glow which is visible for tens of meters. These unique animals are known to grow as long as 18 meters or 60 feet, but experts say the animals could potentially grow up to 30 meters or 100 feet. Pyrosomes are also called the unicorn of the sea because it's so rarely caught on camera. Number 10. Pangolins. This prehistoric-looking animal is said to be the world's only mammal that is covered in scales. Did you know those scales are made of keratin, just like your fingernails? Pangolins are found in Africa and Asia and can grow to just under 40 inches long, that's 102 centimeters. When they're threatened, they will roll themselves into a ball for self-defense. That's not unlike an armadillo, with whom they're sometimes mistaken, but the animals are unrelated. Unfortunately, these unique animals are in danger of going extinct due to illegal international trafficking of them. Number 9. Okapi. At one point, this animal was known as the African unicorn. That's because it was so rarely seen that it was thought to be a mythical beast. After British zoologists initially described it in 1901, there were still doubts about its authenticity. Even today, people have thought this animal is the result of some digital manipulation. Why else would it look like a combination of zebra, donkey, and giraffe? It is in fact closely related to the giraffe and is that creature's only extant relative. Wildlife biologists say that the okapi's odd features and coloration help it to camouflage itself in the foliage of tropical rainforests of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Number 8. Giant oarfish. At a documented length of 36 feet 11 meters, the giant oarfish is the world's longest extant bony fish. Some specimens have reached more than 56 feet 17 meters according to unverified sources. They have a reputation for dwelling more than 3,000 feet or 914 meters below the surface. Because of that, they're rarely caught sight of, but when they are, they're usually dead or dying. That was the case in 1996 when a group of Navy SEALs found a humongous specimen on a beach near San Diego. That one measured 23 feet long, 7 meters, and looked so strange that many people thought the picture was photoshopped. Did you know giant oarfish are often theorized to be the basis for many stories about mythological sea serpents? Number 7. Epic selfie. A nature photographer named David Slater travelled to Indonesia to photograph the endangered Celebes-crested macaque monkeys indigenous to that area. After he set up a camera on a tripod with a remote shutter trigger, one curious primate managed to snap a couple of selfies. Those pictures went viral, and the female monkey became an internet sensation. The epic selfies also triggered an epic lawsuit over whether or not the copyright should be assigned to the macaque monkey. What do you think? Number 6. Bizarre Brazilian treehopper. Needless to say, this unique insect has a look like no other. The distinctive globular shapes seem to be rotating around a stalk that grows from its body. It's unknown if those pods are hollow or if they might be used as some sort of defense mechanism. The bristly structures could be a way in which the small creature detects vibration and senses the world around it. What do you think? Number 5. Great Barrier Reef. Why are coral on a list about animals? Because coral are animals, that's why. And more than 2,900 individual coral reefs comprise this landmark located in the waters of northeastern Australia. Composed of billions and billions of tiny coral polyps, the GBR is so large that it can be viewed from space. Most experts reckon that it's the biggest structure on Earth built by living organisms. Number 4. Colossal squid. With an estimated length of some 46 feet, 14 meters, these enormous cephalopods can potentially weigh more than 1,600 pounds, that's over 700 kilos. By sheer mass, it's considered to be the world's largest species of squid. Along with its relative, the giant squid, it's thought to be the real-life basis for the legendary kraken. It wasn't until 2012 that a live colossal squid was caught in its natural habitat by researchers. That animal was captured in 2007 in the Ross Sea of Antarctica and weighed nearly 1,100 pounds, about 500 kilos. Number 3. Platypus. Native to Australia, this one ranks as one of the most epic mammal mashups of all time. The creatures are identified by their duck-like bills and for their tails and feet, which are similar to beavers and otters, respectively. They're one of only 5 extant monotremes, or mammal species that lay eggs instead of giving birth. They're also one of the world's few species of venomous mammals. A spur found on the hind foot of adult mammals is capable of delivering venom strong enough to cause severe pain in humans. Did you know that when scientists first saw the preserved body of a platypus, they thought it was a fake? Number 2. Goblin shark. Because they favour depths exceeding 4,000 feet, 1.2 thousand meters, these goblins aren't encountered so often, but a few of them have been caught on camera. This rare species of shark is described as a living fossil, with a lineage that stretches back around 125 million years. Growing to about 13 feet long or 4 meters, they can weigh more than 450 pounds, that's over 200 kilos. Depending on your point of view, the creatures are either famous or infamous for their bizarre protrusible jaws. Not unlike the alien xenomorph, those choppers can pop out of their mouth to impale prey with their jagged, nail-like teeth. Number 1. SUPER-MANTIS shrimp. This marine crustacean not only looks like a strange visitor from another planet, it even has some superpowers. Their compound eyes can detect ultraviolet, infrared, and polarized light. They can also have super strength and speed. Some species have claws and club-like appendages that can strike at more than 50 miles per hour, 80 k's per hour from a standing start. The quick strikes generate high degrees of heat, and the shockwaves produced are powerful enough to destroy their enemies. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications for our next video. Have a great day!